told you I'd be back with something absolutely fantastic. If you didn't know, we have made it to the promised land. We've made it to the FA Cup first round with all the money that it brings. And we have League 2 opposition. Yes, let's go and I will show you who we're playing against. Oh yes, we've got Rochdale, everybody. So they are actually sitting at the very, very bottom of League 2 here in 24th place. But we are in the first round of the FA Cup. So how did we get there? You're all wondering. So when we last met, it was for Ilkeston and Alfreton, and I was saying that Darlington was the game straight afterwards. We beat them 3-0 away from home here. Then we played Vauxhall Motors and won 3-1. We then had Bamber Bridge in the fourth round qualifying, which we drew 1-1 away from home, and we won and squeaky 2-1 with Connor Lewis getting a final last minute goal. So let's have a look at the goal to send us through to the FA Cup first round. The ball comes out from a corner. Warhurst plays it in again and Lewis scores. First round of the FA Cup. Last second, look at that, 94 minutes on the clock, and as I say, that was it. Squeaky bum. And this is the team to play at home, that is, against Rochdale. So we have Stowell in goal with Stanley and Hall playing fullback, the other Hall and Forsyth playing as the other two centre defence players. We've got Upton and Areki playing on our DM roles, Inglethorpe, Caddick, Lewis and Fawn Evans making the front three. You're probably wondering why Inglethorpe and Caddick are playing. We've got a little bit of an injury crisis on our hands. So Pinnington is out and he's out for another 6 weeks. Warhurst is out and out for another 5 weeks. Boynemead's out. He's coming back tomorrow, as is Westcott, and he's out for a little bit longer as well. So he's out for another 3 weeks. We do get 9 subs, so I am going to be having some fun with some substitutions. But remember, this is the first time we've ever played league opposition. I'm not expecting anything, but this year we're through to the first round of the FA Cup, so I am looking forward to some pennies from the FA Cup. But let's go. We're at home against Rochdale. Let's do the fans one. And off we go. Come on, the boys. Nothing going on at all in our first little bit. Okay, Stanley with a throw. Upton, it's absolutely pouring it down here in Douglas. Oh, Fawn Evans just snuck it wide. Oh my gosh, how did he miss that one? As I say, I'm playing Inglethorpe there as an inside forward, cutting in so we can try and use his ability as an actual striker. But I think they're going to go short here. Zogbo, what a name. Ebril, over the bar. I will show you some of their players and their actual ability compared to our team afterwards. But as I say, this is just a big test. We're in the Northern Premier League. So we have the Northern Premier League, and the National League North and South, then the National League, and then League 2. I know they're bottom of League 2, so I'm just hoping that they give these boys a little bit of a game, not actually with a chance of winning Inglethorpe. Ooh. It's more about getting the reputation and the money. If other clubs can see that, you know, FC Isle of Man are challenging for first round FA Cup, then some of these players for next season might want to go, hey, I want to play in the FA Cup. They might not. Wow, that was a very reckless tackle there from Inglethorpe. Did you see that? He like slid halfway across the pitch. Senior, Ebril. Senior, cleared. Oh! Wow. That was another good shot from their players. Okay, they are playing what I hate. So I hate this of Football Manager now, where they play basically 8 players behind the ball. So obviously they've got 3 centre backs, 2 DMs and 2 wing backs flying on. But it's such a horribly defensive formation. I just don't like it myself at all. Anyway, Into another highlight, Camel. I wonder if it'll lead them pumping to victory. No? Is that too much of a pun? Senior. Nareki's got cut out there by the man. I wonder if he's got 3 humps. Ooh, Stowell. I wasn't impressed with some of Alex Bird's stuff in the actual league, so playing Stowell a little bit more. I'm just not sure who's a better goalie, Bird or Stowell. Anyway, we've rolled it round to half time at 0-0. So, as you say, I've just praised the boys, and I probably shouldn't have praised them. I know what it's like in Football Manager. You praise, they absolutely get beaten. Anyway, here we go again. So I'm just going to encourage the boys. I always forget to use the shouts because I don't know if they actually work. I think I said that in one of the previous episodes with shouts. If they work, they work. If they don't, then I just blame the game that they don't work. But anyway, I've encouraged them. They are on the ascendancy here, Rochdale. 5 shots to 14. What's the attendance like? Still only 3,300. That is our full capacity. Oh, anyway, they've got a corner. Pritchard with the corner. Nareki. Oh, that was a handball. I saw that in the match ending. I think Nareki. Well, I thought it was a handball, but apparently it's been given as a push. Ah, it'd be terrible to go out on a penalty. Lonergan. Conor Lonergan scores. Lasted 65 minutes. I don't want to see the penalty. Right, but we're on 65 minutes, so I probably just need to make a bit more of a concerted effort in making some subs, maybe. I might bring on Foster for Upton, because he's not played as well. Let's bring Whitehead on as well, just to have a bit, and just play him as a box-to-box, just to kind of push him on. If Foster can play as a holder. Lewis, he hasn't been great. You know what, I'm going to give Shakespeare a game. Not as a channel forward, as a centre forward. There's not much I can do apart from maybe go attacking. There's 20 minutes left. Encourage him a little bit more. Inglethorpe played terribly on that right hand side. Maybe it was a bad idea playing him on the right hand side. Pimlight, you can just play there. I haven't put any wingers on there. Paul's been booked, so Sadiq can come on. Yeah, let's go. If it's 1-0, it's 1-0. I'd like another chance. Okay, Pritchard and Zagbo, Jevons, Parfit, Camel and Elliott. Okay, they're playing it with midfield. You can kind of tell the difference here between a semi-pro club and a professional club, can't you? Pritchard's taking it on the left. Look at them just part. Wow. I don't know what to say. That's like prime Barcelona. Look at this passing play. Look at that. Pass. Ebrel in the middle. Stowell's got no chance with that. Wow. That's some fantastic play. They've been the better team. Let's bring on Moonen for Hall. Oh, apparently I brought all my subs on. I didn't realise. Probably should have just checked down here that I brought on all 5 of my subs. Apologise, my dog seems to be going crazy. They were losing 2-0. Maybe she's at the ground having a bark at the players. Probably could do them a good job actually barking at the players, because they have been absolutely shocking in this game. Pritchard. What can he do from there? Oh, wide. As I say, it's all been Rochdale in this game. All been Rochdale. I can't fault any of the players. Caddick hasn't had a great game. He's on a 6.1, but they're a few divisions above us. I know they're bottom of the table, but it just shows that we've got a lot of work to do over the next couple of years to try and build to their level. Caddick. No. Oh, Pimlot's hit the post. I know he's not a right winger, but He did all right there, don't you think? 4 minutes of injury time to go. Yeah, I think that's it, boys. I think that's it. Well done. Rochdale won. I'm going to give him a little round of applause. Well played, Rochdale. We were on the telly. Oh, I did not need to pick that. Did you see that? They have completely lost all focus on that one. We got 15 grand, everybody, for that. But yeah, Rochdale did really well and would have played Barnet in the second round. So 15 grand for that. Look at how much balance we've got now. Like 1.25k. Just shy of 1.25k. Still got 2.4k in the wage budget. I haven't bought anybody since the last time we spoke. Harvey Foster's having a little bit of a moan. Okay then, so I will bring you back for the Hyde United game and we can show you what we look like in the league. So this is what the league looks like after 18 games. So we've just played the Rochdale game, so we're on to the next league game, which is against Hyde United. We are 8 points clear here at the top. We've only lost that one game, which was against FC United. We've obviously drawn and won the rest. That is how it works with maths, if you didn't know. So as I say, this is going to be the team that we are going to put out there. We have Stowell in goal. We have Stanley, Hall playing our fullbacks, Forsyth and Moonen today going to be playing in centre defence. We've got Nareki and Upton playing as our DMs. We're playing Upton more as a box-to-box to try and get him involved in the play here. Hickensmith's playing the right. Unmi. See, I thought I got it right. I thought I nailed it, but I obviously haven't. Vaughan Evans and Inglethorpe playing up front. As I say, Warhurst and Pennington are still out. Westcott's still out. So we are still a bit short with some of our really, really strong players. But have we got enough to beat them? So let's go straight into the game. Hyde are going to be playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. And I expect a lot more than last time. Obviously, that game against Rochdale was not fantastic from the boys at all. And this is our kickoff highlight. See, told you. So, as I say, we're doing quite well in the league. I'm quite impressed. You know, 8 points ahead. Alfreton have obviously, and was it Ilkeston played their game in hand? They haven't done as well. They've kind of drifted off the pace. But it's not about that. It's about us and about trying to get points on the board. If we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. I really, really want us to take that step up to the National League North and South. That would be an absolutely fantastic thing. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be their highlight. I think Johnston's offside there. It's hit the post anyway. But anyway. No, nothing. It just keeps going. Okay, Hall's clear in this. It's going to end, surely. It's not going to be our highlight. The hit in the post was going to be the highlight, surely. There we go. Moonen's clearing it here. That is the biggest boot I've ever seen. Surely the highlight's going to end. Anyone? Unless they're going to come back again for another highlight, or is it just going to drift out for a throw? I'm still not sure whether or not playing a 4-2-3-1 with an attacking midfielder or 4-4-2, 4-2-4, however you want to call it, is the better formation. Or is this a chance? Because Fernley's in the goal. Westwood and Lloyd. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Inglethorpe's cut it out here. He's drifted all the way back. And the recce. Come on. Okay, Vaughan Evans has picked it up. That's brilliant. Look at this. Skills. Oh! Okay, that has to be the longest highlight I've ever seen. But it's resulted in a goal. Vaughan Evans drifting here. Inglethorpe, sorry, gets right in front of this defender, Barkley. And that's 1-0. That's really come as a surprise because we've been really against it. That's, you know, really against the run of play here. But the two strikers are combined. As I say, these 2-3 as well. They've been really, really good up front. We're really impressed with Hickensmith though. I hope his contract's going to run out and I can pick him up Ooh. Was just hoping that perhaps I could pick him up on a free transfer at the end of this season, because I think he can make the step up to the National League North and South. But anyway, we keep going. It's 33 on the clock now. And Walpole, the goalie, plays out to the left back. Still play. Scanlon's picking it up here on the right. Should have it covered. Good save from the goalie. They're apparently in there. It's saying that they're trying to break us down. I'm hoping that we can get a goal. Play hands. Oh, Barkley's missed. Goalie should have come out. Big hands like this and just trapped it. Hyder pushing players forward. Apparently, that's the message. But I'm happy so far. Just maybe need a little bit more encouragement, I think, on the boys. I know the strikers have played well, but the rest haven't played particularly. Okay, Hall and Nareki combining. Did he just smash that against Nareki's back? Oh dear. I know that's the half-time highlight, but oh dear, that was terrible. Okay, let's not get complacent out there. I can't get over that highlight. I love Football Manager's match engine. That was just hilarious. Just smack it as hard as you can against your mate. Anyway, this will be the half-time kind of centre circle highlight, I hope, unless Gallagher's gone all the way. Save from the goalie. I wasn't sure if this would be the half-time highlight or if he would go all the way. Okay, maybe we're going on. Oh! Oh! That take from Inglethorpe was absolutely fantastic. Watch this on the highlight. Look at this where he sweeps it. Oh yeah, sweeps it with his right foot round the goalie. Oh, that's amazing play. 3 defenders there, all crying. That's absolutely fantastic. This is what I say about I love the match engine. Sometimes you smack it against your own player, and then other times the striker just does something magic like that. That was godly taken. Well played to the two of them combining again. Vaughan Evans and Inglethorpe there. They're forming a good partnership. Anyway. Oh, always when you're trying to record, the door goes. I think it's one of them, isn't it? Whenever you're in a meeting or you're doing something, the door just seems to ring. So we were 2-0 up here against Hyde. And I was just paused it just to make some substitutions. So we're going to bring on Sadiq. He can play on the left wing, sorry, just for the minute. Who else is knackered? Hall looks like he's tired, but I don't really have a proper winger unless we do a bit of shenaniganery and just play this and then maybe play Shakespeare. And we'll do that. So Sadiq is now going to play left back. Inglethorpe's going to cut in on that left wing with Shakespeare up top. So that's just 2 subs we've made. I'll bring on a couple more in a couple of minutes. Anyway, yeah, so we're 2-0 up against Hyde. I was a bit scary right at the beginning there, but these two have made a really good little partnership. You know what, let's bring Forsyth off for Ollie Hall. It's done that thing off Football Manager. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that. So when it's just about to go in a highlight and you make a sub, for some reason it cuts the highlight out. Anyway, Hicken-Smith is skipping and has covered near enough 90% of the pitch here. He put the ball across, no one's there. Jamie's there though, little Nareki. I say little. It's taller than me. Oh, nearly an own goal there. So Jamie, yeah, 6'2". That's a pen. Is that a pen? Pen ref. Oh, it's a goal kick. Would have loved Inglethorpe to get a goal there. Right, so I've made quite a few subs. Let's bring Lewis on for Vaughan Evans and give him a bit of a break, and that'll do. If one of our players get injured, then the goalie's going to come on. I need to stop putting a goalie on the bench. I actually, fingers crossed, I think since one of the updates, I think that the goalie injuries have kind of stopped. I'm going to say stopped, and then he's going to get injured, isn't he? Stowell. Anyway, last kind of minute highlight. As I say, Yeston Shakespeare's had a bit of part in this season. Those strikers that I've brought in, they're just too good for, and they're keeping Shakespeare out. I know he's our top goal scorer in history. Lloyd's in. Stanley's clear in there. And that's it. 4 minutes of injury time to go. Let's have a quick look at the league when it ends. So we're just about to go in. There we go. So, just like that, 2-0. Back in the league. Obviously, the Rochdale game must have been a bit of an anomaly. As I say, though, we're going to have to step it up quite a lot in the next 2 seasons or so before we send ourselves up to those kind of games in the league. So we are 9 points ahead of Bamber Bridge. It is now 19 games played, flying through on the league. Let's have a little look at the rest of the fixtures. So I think we'll probably come back like we did last season, somewhere around here. I'm really eyeing up this Cheadle game, you know. I really want revenge on them. So I'm going to play a bunch of games off camera. If something happens, maybe a good FA Trophy game comes up, then maybe I'll come back a bit sooner. But anyway, yeah, thank you everybody for watching. If you are enjoying the content, please don't forget to give a nice little thumbs up. And don't forget, if you are really, really enjoying the content, to subscribe. Now, I'm going to play a bunch of games off camera and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra, everyone.